Okay. So, good evening, Mr. Sanjay Mathur, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have with us Mr. Mathur, who has been into the corporate culture, the vast MNCs for the past 30 years. He has been a CEO of multiple MNCs, both in India and abroad. And today we have the pleasure of having him here at our very own place at IKF. So, Mr. Sanjay, thank you so much for taking out the time and being here with us. I'll just make it quick. We may have a couple of questions and you tell me how the flow goes. So, Mr. Mathur, my first question is, what is your first impression of IKF when you first entered here or encountered us?
So I was very pleasantly surprised. I have normally come across agencies which are boutique, smaller agencies, and all. First thing was you were having an event, the International Women's Day, and I saw everybody having a lot of fun. So it's always good to come to a place where people have a lot of fun. It's a very large organization, which was very impressive, which means there's a fair bit of work happening across, and people are still, people look very happy about all the things that were happening. And I felt very comfortable. I felt that, normally when you go to a place, you try and gauge the temperature. You can try and see how the people are.
Yes.
And if people are stressed out and difficult, they say, oh my God, this is going to work for us. And as it is, as a client, you're already stressed out because you've got a problem, you've got some solutions you want. And when you see, yes, people are there who are confident. And my interaction with yourself and Neha and then with Ashish were very interesting, because went through somebody who knows what they're talking about and are willing to give some advice in terms of what can and cannot be done with respect to my products.
Wow, it's a pleasure. And I must say, Mr. Mathur, it has been likewise. I was hearing you talk about your particular new venture and how much knowledge you brought to the table. So it's likewise, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm still a baby because I have worked a lot in the corporate world, and I am learning my way through in terms of what it means to change from a senior executive to a baby entrepreneur and start all over again.
There's a lot.
But that's what I enjoy.
For sure. Okay, so moving on to another quick question for you. How do you see working with an agency like us would benefit your new vision that you have?
See, my vision is, first of all, the brand of products that we're going to come out with. We want to do something very different, very unique,
for sure.
Very nice for the environment. We are a very clean, ethical business unit. We want to build an enterprise, and the enterprise has to, deliver tremendous value to the market and to the consumers everywhere. So the approach. One thing which is very important is that the vision and the thought process that you have when you're setting up a venture, how do you really put it across to the market? How do you really put it across to the consumers, to the audience? This is what we really mean to say, and that is where when I work with IKF or somebody, an agency like yourselves, is where you get a confidence that yes, your thought processes will, message will not get lost. It will go to the audience, it will go to the people, and you can therefore express yourself.
Definitely.
The fundamental reason, having worked for more than 30 years with different companies and all, and now to start setting up, I mean, yes, profit is an extremely important part of the business activity in any entrepreneurship, but more than that, it is about building something really beautiful and unique.
Sure.
And that is where I'm looking for partners for a longer time. Okay. I'm not just looking at vendors and suppliers, I'm looking at partners who can work with me, groom with me, live with me the passion and the dream that is there, and then we work together and build on it going forward.
Wow, that's a refreshing perspective for sure. When we market ourselves or we have a discussion with our prospects and clients, we tell them one thing, that we want to be your growth partners. We do not want to be just another agency you work with. We want to amplify your message, as you rightly put forward.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you for that understanding.
Thanks.
Yeah. And the last question I have for you is, if you were to summarize in short that, how was our understanding of your product, of your vision in the first meeting itself?
Right. So you want an honest answer?
Yes.
I was a little worried because you're asking very pointed questions.
Yeah.
So which made me think, and which also impressed me a lot, because one of the things which has to happen from the front is because a lot of people like myself will come with a lot of dreams and vision and a thought process and all. But it's very important when I sit across the table with someone like yourselves and all, you ask me, hang on, do you have a USP? What are you talking about? And that really, you start thinking, yeah, I need to now start selling myself, and brand, how do I really build this up? So it was very refreshing that it was, that you spent some time to try and understand what this story is all about. I mean, and that is extremely important because many a times I don't want already concocted potion to be given to me and I drink it. I want somebody to understand that I'm here to do something different from the large competitive environment which exists, and therefore if you start probing and asking questions, and that is when you will start getting deeper answers in terms of why this, and why you gave up a big job to try and do this kind of thing.
For sure.
So good job, well done trying to figure out. And I did think that with Ashish and yourself as well, you were looking at the various kinds of market scenarios and situations which are happening right now. And it moved pretty fast. I didn't expect it to move so fast as well.
That's one thing when you join now, because we position ourselves as a digital marketing transformation agency. I believe coming here is your first big step towards gaining that clarity, taking that first big step, and now things will just fall into place smoothly for you.
Thank you very much. Look forward to it.
Yes. So, Mr. Mathur, that was it from my end. Would you like to add something from your side?
So, what I would just like to say is that it is very valuable the work that you do, because in the multitude of brands and products that are available in the market, to be able to understand that how this particular brand or product is trying to carve out a niche for itself in the market. And if we continue on the journey, I think the dividends are huge when this starts really happening and building into a mega enterprise over a period of time.
Definitely.
Where I get to is fingers crossed, but the effort has to continue and go.
For sure.
And that is where you need to, over a period of time, get into a kind of a partnership mode. And that is very, very helpful. I think that is an extremely valuable thing for any new brand for things to happen. Theories बहुत लोग देते हैं. A lot of people talk about ज्ञान, but it's the practical aspect which matters.
For sure, for sure. Wow, Mr. Mathur, it has been an absolute pleasure and enlightening to have a word with you. Someone who has had the chance of being in the CEO positions for so many companies, sitting here across you feels absolutely great. And I look forward to the potential collaboration as an agency.
So I'm at the base learning station. I'm going to learn from you guys.
Do not worry. With us now, you are in safe hands, and we'll make sure we take you in the expert way here onwards.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mathur. Thank you, everyone.